In this video, I'll be sharing with you a simple tutorial on how to cut this simple gown. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. And this dress is from Classic Chic Looks. So to start, here is my pattern, and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurements, which includes my shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline. So next, you have to get the full length of your dress, then minus the upper part of your dress. Next, you're going to mark your shoulder divided by 2 and come down by 1 inch. After this, you're going to go ahead to mark your neckline of 3 inches. This will serve as a guide to cut or mark the shoulder part of your pattern. Now, the next step is to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll place my ruler and draw out a straight line at this point. Now, after marking this, go back and mark what you have on the shoulder on your pattern. Now, I'll place my ruler and I'm going to draw a straight line. After this, I'm going to go ahead to divide what I have at this point into 2. Now, I'll come in by ½ inch. At the chest line, I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4. I'm going to connect from that point to the ½ inch and all the way to the shoulder part of my pattern. After I'm done marking this, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to mark my body circumference. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and then mark my sewing allowance. At the under bust, I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. At the waistline, I'm going to also add that. So I want to go ahead to increase my allowance because you're going to be turning the upper part with your lining. Now, I'm going to go ahead to mark my waist circumference divided by 4 and I'll add my sewing allowance. After this, I'm just going to go ahead to place my ruler and I'm going to connect. After I'm done connecting, the next step I'll take is just to go ahead to outline my pattern. So next, I'm going to mark the neckline. I'll come down a bit from my chest line, let's say by 1 inch, and I will be connecting it to the upper part of my pattern. So I'll come in by 2 inches here and I'm just going to go ahead to connect this all the way down. Now, after connecting this, I'll just go ahead to use my French curve and I'm going to blend this out. After I'm done blending this out, the next step I will take is to go ahead to outline it, and then I'll go ahead to cut out this pattern. So I'll use this pattern to cut out the back pattern of this dress, but the only difference is that I'll be adding like a zipper allowance to it. So at this point, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So now what you do is you're going to add like an extension at the upper part, which you're going to be using to tie it at the shoulder part of your pattern. So you can use any length of your choice. So just like I said, you can use this pattern to cut out your back pattern also. Just add your zipper. So if you don't want the neckline of the back to be too low, you can just go ahead to increase it and use your chest line to also cut that out. So this is me adding extra paper to it, and this is the back. Now we'll take out the zipper bulge at the back of the dress. That is after we are done cutting it. So to take out your zipper bulge, all you have to do is to come down by ½ inch, like at this point, come in by ½ inch, place your ruler and extend it all the way up. So you can replace the sewing allowance you took out from this side at the back if you don't want to reduce your sewing allowance. Now moving over to the lower part of this pattern. So just like I said, you have to get like the full length of your dress and minus the upper part. Now the remaining length of this dress, you're going to fold it in form of a flay, and you're going to fold it into 2. You can decide to fold it in form of a 360 flay, or you can use a 180-degree flay. So if you're using a 180-degree flay, you're going to go ahead to fold your pattern into 2 like a triangle this way. So I'm just going to go ahead to fold it this way. Then we'll go ahead to insert our measurements. Now for the measurement, you need the round waistline plus your sewing allowance. unless you want to cut your flare into two and then join it back. Now if you're doing that, you have to like divide your waist into two and cut it separately. But if you're cutting it as one piece, you're going to just add your zipper allowance to your waist and divide your waist circumference by two. So whatever you get, you place it here. So my waist is 28 plus 2 inches for my zipper, which will give me 30 inches. So if you divide it by 2, go ahead to mark. So at that point you marked, you want to go ahead to place your ruler and draw out a straight line. So from the part that is slopey on your pattern, what you're going to do is to go ahead to take the measurement from the tip to that point. Go ahead to place your tape from the tip of your pattern paper to that point. So whatever measurement you have, you're going to take it all the way around. Now this is to give your flare a roundish effect. Now all you have to do is to place your ruler and you're going to go ahead to connect all those marks that you've made. So the next step is to take the full length of your dress. Remember, let's say the full length of your dress is 60 and my shoulder to waist is 17. So minusing that 17, now from this part we cut out, you now place your tape and get the full or remaining length of your dress. So let's just say that the full length of this dress is 60 minus my half length 17 inches. I'll be having 47 inches. So what you do is place your pattern and you're going to take 47 inches round, but you're going to add extra 1 inch to it, like 48 inches, and you're going to go ahead to mark it all the way around your pattern. So you can go ahead to use the actual length of your dress. So I'm cutting this on a pattern paper, so I just had to use what measurements that can fit into this pattern paper. So this is what your flare will be looking like when you open it. Now if you want to have a fuller effect, you can go ahead to cut out this flare into two. That is, you're going to use, so that 15, you're going to go ahead to cut out like 2 pieces and join it back, and you will have joining by the side to give you a fuller effect. Your half waist measurement, let's say your waist measurement is 28 plus your zipper allowance giving you 2 inches, you divide it into 2 giving you 15.